Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing millionth time reactions. And this is a new series that I really kind of wanted to do, and I'm messing around with it a little bit, but here's the basic idea. I have ADD, and I cannot wait to watch some things. I can't wait until it's out there, and I can put my camera up, and I can record it, and I can get all this stuff down. So I just go ahead and I watch it, and I watch it about 1,000,000 times, because that's what you do when you've got ADD. You just watch it until your mind lets go of it. So I've already seen this 1,000,000 times, but I'm going to watch it again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quasi breakdown of what I'm seeing, the best that I can to how I understand it. I'm going to go ahead and we'll get started, and we'll knock it out. I'll get my headphones here. Okay. All right. Get your setup.
You look troubled.
I am.
You're losing something. I know what that's like.
What are you losing?
Time.
Immediately, what I love about this is it looks like it's getting darker this season, which I really do like.
Pray for those who
There's
persecute
Matthew.
Someone touched me.
If you are really the one
I love
who
that
is to
shot.
come,
Oh, that's
look
such a
for
good shot.
someone else.
I think those are John's
Tell
disciples.
John what you hear and see.
Yeah, John the Baptizer's disciples, which means that he's in a lot of pain right now.
I'm Judas of Kerioth.
Man,
I have chosen you
the
12
foreshadowing
as my
and
apostles.
the tension.
Don't feel any different.
I don't need you to feel anything to do great things.
So this is when the disciples are going to split up.
In the middle of such division and unrest.
I wonder if Eden and Simon are going to
Father
have
God
marriage
being
issues.
revealed to
It's just common and everything. And there's the introduction of baptism. I'm also going to see Zacchaeus in
Come
this.
to me, all who labor and are heavy laden.
That's so exciting. I'm wondering if that is him.
I will give you rest.
Is that Gaius' son that Jesus heals, maybe?
The scourge of false prophecy must stop.
Oh, that's chilling.
Jesus,
Okay, mic drop.
if you do not renounce your words, we will have no choice but to follow the law of Moses.
I am the law of Moses.
That's so good. That's so good.
For Jesus of Nazareth.
More valuable than gold, more precious than rubies.
Force them out. We are still.
I wonder if that's King Herod.
Everyone then who hears these words of
John
mine
and Simon. I got some thoughts on that.
will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock.
I don't think this is the Sermon on the Mount. I do think it's the
I should be the
5,000.
one to feed them.
And what a shot this is going to be. Look at this. Ah, so many people. I so wish I could have
He
been a
who
part of
has
that.
ears to hear, let him hear.
No, I'm hearing right now. Way to go,
Hey
Jonathan.
there, I'm Dallas, creator of The Chosen, and I just
Hi,
want to tell
Dallas.
you real quick that episodes 1 and 2 of season
We don't want to
3
hear from you, Dallas.
launch in theaters November 18th.
Go away,
Yes,
Dallas.
theaters.
No,
Before
actually,
coming
oh, it's
to The
actually in
Chosen app
theaters.
along with
Okay,
the
so
rest
we
of
do
the
want to hear
season.
from you.
And if you're not caught up, please be sure to watch seasons 1 and 2 by looking up The Chosen in
Yes,
the App Store or
it's
your
free.
streaming device.
Yes, it's great. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, millionth time I've seen it, and the millionth time I love it. It's just absolutely incredible that we've managed to make it this far, to make 3 seasons of this show. It's absolutely amazing. And the fact that it's biblically based, it's a story of Jesus. There have been many Jesus stories before, but the fact that this continues to push through is amazing. Yeah, so I have a few thoughts about a few things. We have John's disciples approaching Jesus, which means that they are, this means John's going through a lot. He's wondering if Jesus is actually who he says he is, which is, it's very cool that they mentioned that in the first, this could be in the season before, which is season 2, and that he's going to be going through a lot. he's got to ask Jesus. He's doubting. There's also the introduction of I believe baptism, and I mean as in the baptizing of your houses. So it's baptism, super important to the Christian faith. I say that as in it's always been important to show that you not just say that you're a believer, but have the sign to say that you're a believer. And of course, you get the big line of saying the law of Moses, which I do like the fact that the chosen is not beating around the bush of that Jesus is the Son of God, that he's laying it down. I said that this season is going to be darker, and I certainly hope so, because darkness actually magnifies light. It's its absolute weakness that it can't help but to do so. So the fact that that's happening, that things are being harder to do, that they're hinting so hard at Jesus' death. I like the fact that they're not hanging around from that, they're not being around that bush. They've also got it looks like I think there are people who may not know the stories of Jesus, and that when he says someone had touched me, and the shot that you can see some people are gonna go, was Jesus inappropriately touched? And it's just kind of like, well, you don't know the story, is that, there's a crowd of people touching Jesus, and then one person touches him, and his power it exits from him, and it heals someone. And I'm hoping that story, that minute, that whole thing, I hope they frame it in the city of Nazareth. There's another story in the Bible, or another instance in the Bible, where Jesus is he's in Nazareth, and nobody believes who he is. It's his hometown, and nobody believes that he's the Son of God, that he's there, and very little was done. I think it would be cool to frame that all these people are there, and they're touching him, and they're, it's everybody knows who he is, but they don't believe that he is who he is. They may set that in Nazareth, they may not. But it would be so cool to see that there's this one person, this one woman who's in desperate need of healing, and she reaches out, and she doesn't even need to touch him, just needs to touch his clothing. So I think that's the hand that's reaching out and grabbing hold of the tassels that are on his tunic, and he's being healed that way. She's being healed that way, and that's pretty amazing. Again, I'm going to repeat here. It starts off with Shmuel, and I think that's very interesting. Shmuel seemed to be doing pretty well for himself in the first and second season. Is he not doing well this season? So that's interesting. Maybe he joins the fold. Maybe he doesn't join the fold. But very interesting that we start there. And we're rolling into Matthew. I'm kind of hoping that this is why we introduced Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus is another tax collector. He's another betrayer of Jewish people. And he could use somebody that he can relate to that also came to know Christ, and is unashamed of the fact that he has been redeemed. There's also the introduction of Judas Iscariot at the end of season 2. And now he is a part of the group. And I'm very interested to see how they humanize Judas and how he goes down a very sad path. I also want to see the marriage struggles between Eden and Peter, because this can't be easy. There's a lot going on. And then maybe there might be even the point of when Jesus says, John is the only one of you that's probably going to live the long life, and the rest of you may not have futures. I wonder if there might be infertility, perhaps, in the season. That would be very sad, but it would be good to address. Again, there's a reason why you mentioned some very sad stuff and some very dark stuff, is so that way you can magnify the light. Anyway, I love this. I cannot wait for season 3. The next thing I'm gonna do is do a millionth reaction to The Chosen in general. Just the first. I'm gonna binge the first season and the second season, put it into one video, give my biggest thoughts, and yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy it. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it, all the fun things that YouTubers do, because clearly I'm a great YouTuber.